So that never-ending debate of whether or not accepting late work is okay. There's the in real life, you can't turn in things late. And there, if the learning is important, you just want to see what they learn, then you should accept the late work. It shouldn't be about compliance and turning it in on. I like to argue that accepting late work is the ultimate sign of compliance and has absolutely nothing to do with learning. I'll use a sports analogy because y'all respect sports more than you do education. Let's say that the class is track, and every time they go to practice, that's the equivalent of doing an assignment. Every practice is different because you're working on a different skill every time. Just like assignments vary because there may be multiple skills being practiced at a time. But you go to practice, but you never practice. Like you show up, you probably have on your workout clothes. Sometimes you have on flip-flops, sometimes you have on tennis shoes, but you're just sitting in the class. Maybe you're scrolling on your phone, maybe you're eating snacks, but you're not actually getting up and practicing. So the coach has no idea how fast you are, how your form is, whether or not you can do hurdles, whether or not you're a speed runner or a mid-distance runner. The coach has no idea how to structure the practice based on what you need to work on because you never, ever practice. The same way that a teacher uses the student's work to know what they need to teach or reteach or when they should move forward. Now it's the Friday before race day, aka the night before grades are due. You say, okay, I'm going to do all of my practice now. You're doing your warm-up laps and you're doing your stretches and you're trying to jump over the hurdles and you're doing your speed work and you're doing your block work. And every time you do a task, you're telling the coach, come look and tell me what I need to fix. Like when kids turn in work that's late and they're demanding that the teacher grade it right then and there. But the coach can't because they're working with the other kids that have been consistently coming to practice. They're making sure that they have their spikes. They're making sure that they have their number. They're making sure that they're registered, double checking that everybody has uniform. So they can't really individually focus on you right now trying to do all of the work that you've missed for the last few weeks right before this big race. So the coach says, hey, the best I can do right now is to record you. And then when I get home tonight, I will watch all of the tape and give you feedback, like taking home all of that late work and then grading it before the report card closes. So they're giving you credit for showing up to practice and doing the drills, aka they're giving you a grade for turning in the late assignment. But the learning part didn't happen because they can't give you feedback. Now race days come. There's the kid that's been consistently going to practice, doing the work, they're first place. And there's, second, third place. But you and about 3 other kids, you all come in fourth place. So you think that you're doing okay. One of those kids never comes to school, but they're natural athletes. So there's the kid that's in the same boat as you. They haven't been coming to practice and they showed up the Friday before the meet. And then there's a kid that kept getting moved along simply because they got taller. You think you're doing okay because you weren't last. You and all the other fourth place people don't realize that 15, 16, you're running the same times that the 7 and 8-year-old, aka reading levels. And it's hard to get you faster because you won't go